What's good, guys? It's good. Hope everybody's doing well today, man. Let me try and find where I can put this. My actual mic is apparently not working, so we had to throw it away for some reason. It's always been an issue, so we just figured out let's just use a whole different mic. But just confirm if the sound is okay. Just type a 1 if the sound is okay. All right, just help me confirm that. Type a 1 if the sound is okay. You guys are welcome to this stream, right? It's beautiful Monday on a live stream. We're gonna be trading together today. Hopefully we spot some opportunities, right? On stream. Hopefully we spot some good stuff here. Just type a 1 if the sound is good. Just type a 1. Just let me know if the sound is good. Just type a 1. Yeah. Let's go. Let's be quick. Okay, I see people typing once. Great, beautiful. All right, amazing. Where's my chat box? Okay, somewhere here. Why is it going up there? It's supposed to be something like that. Yeah, something like that. All right, so I was trading BTC over the weekend, right? Like, I did take some trades yesterday, and I also took some trades. What is that? Yeah, actually yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Yeah, I took some trades yesterday actually. That was a BTC USD. This was a trade I took. Almost the same thing happened in Asian session yet again, right? It's kind of like that thing. I think it's true what they say that markets repeat themselves, right? Oh, my screen can't be seen. Okay, let me. Oh, my bad. Oh, it's a messed up stream today. Okay, let me just correct that. Okay, there we should have it. There we go. We have the spin right. Beautiful. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I was trading BTC over the weekend, right? And I took this buy trade on BTC. I think it's a very good market. If you guys do trade it, or if you've ever traded before, I think it's a very good market, to be honest with you. The fact that the market is open 24/7 is I think a plus as well. Because I mean, if you have a skill, you have a skill. So you don't really actually have to wait for like specific markets, like let's say gold, like obviously gold is not open over the weekends. But again, like BTC, if you have the skill, you can always skill the markets on that particular, pair. All right. So again, I was trading this over the weekend and it was such a beautiful trading weekend, perhaps I would say. All right, it was a very simple analysis from what you guys can see here. Just a break of structure. I noticed the trend was uptrend. Markets came to an area of interest here. Price went up. So now what I'm trying to extract here is that markets do repeat themselves. Because again, if you check like almost around the same time, this is like 2 a.m. and then this was around like 2 a.m. or like 4 a.m. actually. 2 a.m. was like something like that. All right, markets did almost the same thing. All right, so what we're gonna do here is I'm still looking for opportunities on this market, and I still feel like it's a buying market. Again, we can stretch a fib across the high here, across the low here. So this low here, and then like maybe that high. We have like that high here, which is like Asian sessions high. I mean Asian sessions low, and then London sessions high. Okay, so London sessions high is like something here, something like this. Okay. So this is London sessions high right there. Okay. Then we have Asian sessions low somewhere down here. Right. So it makes more sense. Now, again, if you pay close attention, I don't know if you guys can see it, but again, if you can't see it, it's somewhere here. Right. I have like an area of interest that's been identified based off like a fib area, which is something like this. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. It's like 61.8. All right, which is a very key area in terms of like retracement levels and so on. I think like the last retracement, of course, we have like 76 point something, if not mistaken. But again, I think this one is always the most preferred area of interest in terms of like your fibs and stuff. This obviously helps you identify retracements, when the market will retrace and all that. All right, again, if we can think that this market is maybe in a retracement as of present, all right, maybe we can say this is a retracement. Perhaps it could switch around anywhere here. Okay, and go up. But again, we don't have any confirmation, so we can't really say it's gonna switch up. All right. So it's a selling market in the meantime, long-term bullish market. If we can get into a buy, we need to wait for candles to close to the upside. Okay, so just always do that. Just wait for candles to close to the upside. Right, that's BTC. So I'm waiting for buys here. That is if we have any confirmation. Let me draw the circle that I'm looking for confirmation in. if we get a confirmation anywhere here, okay? If we don't get a buy confirmation, okay, there's sometimes I would trade like a trend continuation, right? Maybe this is going to be like a reversal, right? Like maybe this could be a reversal to, I don't know, maybe like somewhere down, let's say somewhere down here, right? Which is also possible, right? Sometimes that could be a, like a trend continuation to the downside, right? So two possibilities. If we get a confirmation up, we could look for buy. If we don't, if this candle closes bearish currently, does it have a high? Let's zoom in. It has a high, but it's not like so much of a high. But again, if it does close bearish, I could look for like a sell continuation, right? Like a sell. Maybe perhaps it could be something like this. All right. I could put like my stop somewhere here, and then I could put like my TP somewhere around this level here. Okay, because it's like an area of interest. That is only if this candle closes bearish. Okay, that's if only it does close bearish. If it doesn't, I am still looking for maybe like a buy continuation. Buy continuation based off like the overall trend that we have here, right? So pardon me, my camera is messed up today. I don't know what happened to my actual camera I always use. It's not going on for whatever reason. I wasn't going to do the stream after, but I figured out this is to it. Fine today, watching you live, all thanks to the power bank I bought yesterday. Oh yeah, you should thank your power bank. That's beautiful. Good to have you here. Afternoon, Mr. Nas. What's up, my man? You good? Are you guys making money though? Or maybe you haven't taken any trades yet. Okay, fine. Let me not say that let me not put this, okay? Because I haven't taken any trades, all right? So just bear with me. I haven't taken, that was a trade planning too. So look, this is my account right now. No trade running, okay? No trade running, okay? So no trade running. No trade today so far, okay? Yeah, but I made $1,000 yesterday over the same asset here that maybe we could get a potential trade. That's if we get one, okay? Now let's look at gold, right? Gold is also looking like a good potential trade, okay? This is a trade I think I took last week. Yeah, it looks, we're ranging earlier, filthy range, all right? But again, if you look at what's happening like right now, you will notice that we are obviously in New York session, all right? Price came back to like our London session's low, kind of like retest that level, all right? My idea of what is happening right now is, of course, markets are selling, right? Markets are going to downside and stuff like that, especially if you look at like this, the daily time frame, okay? So this is a daily time frame. If I zoom out like this, okay? We just broke an area of interest somewhere here, right? And maybe potentially we could keep going down. I don't know to what extent, but one thing I know is that we do have some key levels as well, all right? So one of the key levels we have is if I stretch this from here to there, all right? This is obviously an impulse move. We have a key level, kind of like where markets are right now, okay? I'll put that level right there, okay? And then we also have another key level, all right? Another key level is somewhere here, all right? So if I take out this and then we go down to like, oh, keyboard, what's happening? Oh, there we go. Okay, no. What's happening, man? What's happening? This is a keyboard that Exness gave me. Is the battery down? Oh, my man. Okay. Okay, fine, it worked. Yeah, so we have two key areas here. Okay, if you go to like the 4-hour time frame, kind of like zoom out, I think these areas also are in sync, especially if you look left, right? Price once was like reacting around that level. Same thing here, right? These are like two areas. Currently, price is in a downtrend. Okay, I know one thing we always do is that when price is trending downside, we always look for like possible, like reversal spots, like where markets can like reverse and go to the upside so we can catch like that nice buy and stuff. But if I'm being honest with you, right, every time you see a market that's like trending downside, right, like it's going down, okay, up, maybe down, right, and let's say it's like doing something like this, okay, the first thing that should always come to your mind is that this market is not suitable for buying. All right, this market is suitable for selling. What you should then do is wait for this market to kind of like retrace, and then maybe you can catch a continuation of that same market, right? But again, what most of us do, including myself, okay, I don't do it anymore, but yeah, I used to do the same thing, right? Every time this market is sort of like, you see what it's doing right now, okay? Majority of you guys right now, okay, forgetting that, yeah, it was an uptrend, okay, uptrend, and then now it's going down. Okay, so now most of what we would be trying to do is, if this is the, okay, let me try and zoom in a little bit. I think it's over, is it, no, it's okay. I think it's okay. I thought it's like over zoomed out. I think it's okay. I always use it at 50. Right, but again, maybe this should be like not 1 pixel, like maybe 2, yeah, something like that. So if I take out this, all right, this is kind of like the market structure right now on gold, right? This is the market structure right now. This is a structure, all right? So what most of us do is when this market is kind of like where it is right now, okay, what we'll be doing is we're trying to look for a possible buy, okay? Yeah, not like markets cannot buy. They could buy, facts, most times that could happen, right? But the probability is low, right? Why? Because this market is having lots of selling pressure, right? So what you should then do is this, all right? What you should then do, or rather what you and me should then do is wait for this market to kind of like retrace, all right? Then catch that continuation to the freaking downside, all right? Yeah. Catching this point is one of like the hardest thing to do. I know some of you guys be like, I know how to catch it. Okay, how often have you done that? All right. So the best thing you can do is wait for this market to kind of like retrace. When it does retrace, then you can get into the market. All right. And then how do you know how far this market will retrace? You can kind of like use tools like Fibonacci, whatever. I use that stuff too sometimes. Yeah, you can, like where it is right now, right? If it's a downtrend, we look at the recent impulse move, right? The recent impulse move can stretch like from that high to kind of like this low, but we can go down to like a lower time frame, like let's say 30 minutes time frame, all right? And then based off the 30 minutes time frame, we can understand session volumes, right? So like if this is London sessions high, we can stretch the fib across London sessions high, all right, all the way down to New York sessions low, okay, which is something like this. So what then you and me will do is we are not trying to kind of like buy this market where it is so it can go up in hopes that it does. Most times it won't, all right? We're trying to wait for this market to potentially, okay, retrace to a key area, all right? Then we can sell off that market, all right? Because we know the trend is what? Downtrend. Yeah, that's what I do most of the time. I don't know what trades you guys are in. Let me know in the chat box. Are you guys buying or selling gold right now? I don't have any trades right now. I haven't sent out any trades so far. I don't have any running right now. Potentially should have in the next couple of maybe hours or something, but subject to what I see. If I don't see anything, I don't trade. So it's a subject to that. Someone says, I'm on gold. Nice. Working hard to meet you, sir. Awesome. We'll meet you someday. In London Station Open, there was a good sell. Yes, it was a good setup for the bootcamp we did. Yes, Vaston. I know that you were part of that bootcamp. It was a good setup for sell. Yeah, very good setup for sell. Right, especially if you're looking like at this area of interest, all right? And I'm thinking of hosting, not really a bootcamp, like I'm thinking of hosting like a masterclass very soon. I've been contemplating. Got a lot of people asking me to do something like that. But again, it's just, whenever I feel like doing it, probably I will, right? Yeah, but we had a break here. There was lots of volume there based off that candle, if you notice it, right? And then price came down and stuff. You could enter like an impulse execution right there and price is going to flow, or you're going to wait for Asian session, then break here, then probably enter, break off structure there, stuff like that. So yeah, what I'm waiting for, okay? What I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for something like this, okay? That is what I'm waiting for. If this is not achieved, I can also trade a continuation, okay? I can trade a continuation if we get something like that. I can trade a continuation, right? So I'm waiting for two things. First thing is high probability of a sell continuation if price comes back to an area of interest. Second thing is high probability of a buy continuation, all right? Kind of like reversal from downside to up. If probably we have candles closing above this area of interest. It looks like an exhaustion area. Yeah, this one here. It looks like a freaking exhaustion area. So two things. If that can happen, we can get it. Yeah, if that can happen, we can get it. You work so hard. Yes, that's the only way to go. If you don't work hard, I don't know what you're doing. Just keep working hard. I work so hard. Definitely, I work so hard. I might buy gold if you see what? CISD, what's that? Change in structure? What do you mean by CISD? What does that mean? I don't know. What does that mean? You guys know what that means? What does that mean? I took sales in the morning and I'm still holding. Nice. Beautiful, Chris. Awesome. Awesome. You were the early bird on that one. Right? I missed it. I wasn't looking at charts then. Maybe if I was going to catch it, but I just didn't catch it. All right. So I'm looking at two markets. First market is gold right here. The other market here is going to be BTC. I'll come down to my favorite asset, which is NASDAQ, in a bit. All right. I'll come down to that in a bit. Where is my analysis here? Is it still here on BTC? No, it's not. What the hell happened to it? Let me reload my charts. Something went wrong. Yeah, if that candle on BTC closes bearish, I could take a sell. All right, I definitely could take a sell. If it does close bearish, I could take a sell. Wait, what happened to my analysis here? I don't know where it went, but still selling. Lots of selling pressure on BTC here. BTC has been moving weirdly, but in a very good way lately. It's been moving weirdly, but in a very good way. Yeah, it's a very good asset to trade. I recommend. I highly recommend. I do trade it as well, you know, here and there. So it's a very good market. If you don't trade it, just check it out. It's a very good market. All right, so I was saying I could take a sell. Where is that level? Okay, it's not here. I could take a sell if this candle closes bearish on BTC. Yeah, I could take a sell. So I could take the sell based off the fact that it's a continuation. It's a trend continuation, right? And again, we have like an exhaustion area here too, all right? Yes, exhaustion area. As long as that candle closes below there. And then based off that, how many points do we have from here? We should get like maybe, yeah, maybe like 100 points. Maybe like 100 points. Yeah, maybe like that's if we get what we're looking for. Maybe like 100 points. Yeah, maybe. The other way was going to be, while the candle is still in motion, while this candle was still in motion, taking a sell right there, putting a stop on the high of this candle, the same candle that is in motion, and then having a risk-reward ratio of that. Okay, this is like 1 to 4. Of course, most times I'd go for like a 1 to 3. Okay? I'm not like a risk-reward ratio guy. I'm a guy who focuses more on the winning rate. Okay, I kind of feel like the more you win, the better. No matter how crazy your risk-reward ratios are, right? It doesn't really matter. Like sometimes you have the craziest risk-reward ratio. Like I know most guys, like some of you guys are here. You have risk-reward ratios like this, but you don't really even strike them. Okay, you don't even really strike them. Right? Markets come here, fine, in your area, 20 points, 50 points, and they flip. Then you hit a stop. You're not winning. Right? You're focusing so much on the risk-reward ratio than the win rate. So if you can focus more on winning, you know, you most likely will be a profitable trader, right? Of course, risk-reward ratio is part of the, you know, it's part of the things you want to look out for, to like weigh probabilities of, is this a good trade, is this a bad trade and stuff. But again, it's not really the decisive factor. Okay, it's not like ultimately decisive factor of profitability. Trust me, it's not. All right. What is the ultimate factor is, can you win more than you can lose? All right, because most of you guys lose more than you win, so you are not profitable. All right. Yeah. So you can have the craziest risk-reward ratio, but if you know your win rate is really low, maybe like 20% win rate, 40%. Okay, 40% is kind of like, you know, a little bit decent. We have like 30%, 20%. Not good. Okay, most cases you're just not really going to be profitable, right? Yeah, let's all like the stream right now. If you guys want me to continue, let's all like the stream. I could go all the way to New York Station if we can get 100 likes. I see we have 100 people on stream now, so we can get like 100 likes. Then we go all the way to like New York Station. If we don't, I mean New York Station open right now. We're in New York Station. In case you're wondering, right now we're in New York Station. New York Station starts every day at 2 p.m. You guys know that? Yeah, 2 p.m. every single day. London starts at exactly 8 a.m. every single day, and then Asian starts at 2 a.m. Okay, so take note of those times if you can, and then maybe you could crush it. You could always crush it. We've had a very good winning streak last week. Yeah, we had a good winning streak, and I want some of you guys to join some of these other platforms, right? That we kind of like have. Let me put it on the side here. Okay, can you guys see it? Okay, I put up like a screen here. Okay, this is a VIP platform, right? It's like we have like a VIP Telegram channel. I'll put the link somewhere in the description. You guys hit me up on Telegram, wherever you can join this platform, right? Notice what happens, okay? I always tell everybody, like, let's say the last trade we took was what? Okay, last trade we took was a sell on gold, right? This was on Friday, okay? I say, who's active? Happy Friday, okay? And then thereafter, send a trade like 7 in the morning. I'll show you the exact price I'm taking it, okay? Same decent position. I give you like stop losses, TPs, and whatever, right? Some signal platforms don't give that, okay? I don't know why they don't give you that, but I think it's more like gambling. Maybe, I don't know. It's just me thinking like that, okay? Then I'll show you the price I'm entering at as well, 33.94, right? Same price you enter at. So 7.11, I send out the same trade at the same time. we smash some gains and, make some money thereafter. Then you guys celebrate and you make some money for yourself too, right? So you can join only if you fund your Exness account, nothing else. I don't care about, your other brokers and whatever. No, I only care about the broker I'm using, simply because I want you to have the same market conditions. I want you to have the same spreads as me. I want you to have the same reliability as me. Okay, I don't want you to have issues in terms of like, hey, I can't get my money, the broker's sending me stories, like they're refusing to give my money, No. There's nothing like that with Exness, right? So I want you to have the best conditions everywhere, right? Market environments, support, everything else, spreads, reliable platforms and all of that, right? But again, most of these other platforms won't really provide that for you. Okay, so more reason why I would recommend a platform that I am using to. Okay, that's working for me. Again, it's about what's working for you. If the other platform's working for you, keep using that. Okay, if it's not working for you, you can switch out. You can join up Exness. Again, sometimes I send out like trade breakdowns like this, so you learn something from that. Yeah, it's been a very good winning streak lately. So yeah, we made some money last week, lots of money. Let's see what this week has in stock. Should be a good one. Do we have any news this week? Do we have any news, guys? What news do we have this week? I'm late. Which asset is this? No, we haven't entered any trade right now. Okay, I was just ranting. No trade right now. Okay, just ranting. It's no longer 15:30. No, 15:30 is the opening bell. Okay, the session starts at 2 a.m. 2 p.m. rather. Okay, I want you guys to get the difference. 15:30. Why is my chart here? What in the hell? Why is the chart here? Okay, let's push the chart to up somewhere here. All right, 15:30 is the opening bell. Okay, you see like the bank has like 9 a.m. Opening time, right? The exchanges also have the same thing. Okay, so the markets are running. Okay, the session starts, but it's not the opening bell for increased volume and activity, right? So increased volume activity is like 3:30, meaning that obviously you get like the most volume at that time. But again, you can still get into part of that volume at 2, right? Or even after 2, somewhere there. Because right now we can say it's pre-open, okay, but still New York session, all right? That's more reason why you can see movements like this on BTC, and then gold is trying to like, do its thing. Oh, we have CPI this week. Wait, BTC we are in? No, I am not. I was explaining what I think I could have done, but it's too late. Yeah, it's a little bit too late. Maybe I could get in if the candle closes like that. I'll see. I'll weigh the probabilities there too. Yeah. Mr. Nas, what are you constructing? I see you moving up and down to side. Yeah, it's something different. Someone says, send mine, waiting for change of partner. No problem, you get that. I have a team who's going to respond to you very soon. Just if they don't get to you, just make sure you double down on the feedback and just text some more. I get like crazy feedback every single day. So sometimes I have like messages like maybe you have like text like here, more people text, and your text goes like the bottom. So because of that, just sometimes you see my delayed response, just text again. All right. That's if you want it that bad. Some people don't want it that bad. So be like, text once and be like, okay, I'll keep quiet. Well, keep quiet then. I'll keep quiet too. Okay, keeping quiet. I'll keep quiet too. All right. Maybe I just didn't see it. So, just keep texting. Keep checking up. All right. That's how it works. Yeah. Anyway, gold is moving. I can't say there's an opportunity yet. Okay. Though sometimes, let me put up one fib that maybe I don't really put up as much. But it is what is this? Is it, yeah, 23 point what? 23 point something. All right. Sometimes if markets were to, give me clarity here, sometimes I do take trades, yeah, based off like this level. Sometimes I do that. Okay. Sometimes means if there's really, clarity in terms of like what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, if I see something there, then I could check it. But again, it looks like this candle is going to close bullish, so I don't think there could be anything. Most likely, it could be coming around here, all right? And then I can't take trades in between here. Let me show you that. I can't take trades in between here. Okay, that's not me. If your strategy allows you to do that, well, that's you. I can't take trades in between here. You know why? It's choppy, it's noisy, there's nothing, there's like lots of candles spinning side to side. Kind of like a range to me, all right? I want to take trades outside a range, right? So, if I get a confirmation, maybe right there. Okay, if I don't, maybe like it could be anywhere below here and stuff. So, or anywhere upside there and stuff. So it could be something like that. Yeah, fine. Should we look at NASDAQ? You guys want me to look at NASDAQ right now? Let's wait for the candle to close. Beautiful. Destroy Diamond 30. Awesome. Changing state of delivery. Okay. Viewing from Tongwe, I had a sell trade on BTC, got profits today. Awesome. Beautiful. Awesome, Charles. Some of you guys lose more than you win. That's why you think trading doesn't work. That's why I think trading doesn't work, because you lose more than you win. And it's because you don't have a strategy, right? Yeah, I mean, I was teaching one of my students the other day. Of course, I teach all of them the same concepts. Like trading is if you get into trading, right? What really sets you apart, okay, from everybody else, like the guys who are losing, the guys who are like break even and stuff, okay, for you to be profitable, is you have a set of rules, okay, that govern what you do every single day, all right? You are not just blind like, oh, because candles are moving, let's jump in, let's go. Oh, because this candle is going down, let's go. No, that's basically not, that does not explain strategy. That does not explain professionalism. Like it doesn't really stress out that aspect of things, right? What really puts you aside, like what really sets you aside as somebody who can say they're profitable and all of that, right, is you have a set of rules that governs what you do, okay? Before you take any trade, before any execution, even after execution, what are the rules that you have set in place, all right, to ensure that you can, monitor those trades even after execution, before entry? What are like your entry signal confirmations, post analysis, pre-analysis and all of that stuff, right? What kind of rules have you set in place, even in terms of like risk and all of that? But most of you guys don't have any of that. Okay, so you find out that most case scenario is you are just trading for the sake of trading. Okay, well, simply because you have MT4 and you can deposit your Xness, then you deposit quickly and then you start, just trading for the sake of trading. All right, but then that is not sustainable long term. Okay, that is totally not sustainable. What is most sustainable is if you can acquire a strategy that has a set of rules that you can follow, okay, timely, that now puts you in a position of profitability. Right, it's going to be very easy for you to become profitable. Okay, I say every style works, okay, for as long as you can stick to the rules that are of that style. Even if you use, like, I'm not a person who's going to come here and tell you, oh, don't ever use, what styles do you guys have? SMC, of course, I feel like it's complicated, but again, it's not based on me, okay? If you understand it, it works for you, right? Okay, fine. I'm not going to tell you, all these strategies don't work, like smart money, or what else is there? Okay, there's different strategies and you guys call them different things. Again, I won't tell you those things don't work, but one thing I'll tell you is that if you follow the rules around those systems or whatever system that's out there that you can ever learn, if you follow the rules and the rules still give you a good win rate consistently, then it works. All right. Even if you come and learn my strategy, okay, you come at Sunshare, you sit down with me for a class and I bring you around and, even if it's online, whatever the case is, and you subscribe for that. All right. And then I give you my strategy and I teach you how to actually use it. And I give you all the rules that you need to follow. Right. If you can follow those rules systematically and, abide to them every now and then. All right. You have a high chance of becoming profitable. Okay. Based off the fact that you can always counter check. Well, look, Mr. Nas, you told me to follow these rules. And I've been doing exactly that for maybe 3 months, all right? And it's not working. Well, maybe the strategy doesn't work. But again, if you follow them and they're working, it means it does work, okay? And then obviously over time, you are so adaptive and you become good, all right? That's generally how trading works, just like anything else, all right? What are some of your entry signals? One of them is I always wait for a candle to close. If I'm going to take a buy, a bullish candle should close. If I'm going to take a sell, there should be a selling candle to close. It's as simple as that. But again, it's not the only thing. Okay, I just gave you one, by the way. Great day, Mr. Nas. What's up, my man? You good? At the end of the day, it's the same thing with different names. Yeah, it's the same concept. It's the whole idea of supply demand. That's why markets do move, right? But we all have different systems and approaches, all right? And each of these approaches do work, okay? They all do work if you follow the rules in that approach. This is basically how it works. Trust me. I'm not going to tell you, hey, don't follow Kojo's strategy. Don't let Kojo has he calls it the ghost strategy. I won't say don't follow his strategy. His strategy works based off the rules that he has. I won't say, oh, just follow mine because it's me. Hey, no. Something like that. Okay. Whatever rules that are there for every strategy that's out there, if you can follow them, it's going to work. All right. This is how it works. But again, I always say it comes down to simplicity. All right. Some styles are too complicated for nothing. All right. Some styles, to get a trade on a regular day, you have to check a lot of boxes. Like you have like maybe 10 different boxes to check for you to really say, oh, this actually works. All right. And then in the process, what then you realize is that, you have few trades, maybe, like in a week, you get like one trade. If it's a bad trade, then you call off the week because, it's just a complicated style. You're really struggling to learn it. Right. I always say go for the most simplified ways of trading. Find a person who's teaching simple price action and they understand their craft and they're consistent. Learn from that. Right. Find a person who's really giving you something that's very simple but effective. I think as adults, we learn better when things are very simple and just straight to the point, right? Anything complex, people really are not too smart for that. Myself inclusive. I'm not too smart for anything, all right? Yeah, I'm not really too smart. But again, I go for what's effective. And if it's simple, I use it. I adapt and, I basically use that. Anyway, guys, let's look at NASDAQ, right? We have about maybe 20 what? Oh, no, 33 minutes before New York session opens, like the opening bell, okay? This, I could say, is a missed trade. Yeah, it's a missed trade. BTC right now is a missed trade. It's a missed trade. We didn't take it, right? Again, I know that it's about how many more points to TP? It's about maybe 60 points to TP, but I'm not the type to enter a trade when it's halfway my trade plan. Not the type. So what then we can do is maybe look at gold, okay? Well, I know gold is going to take some time still to align based off on what I'm looking at here. But you're better off waiting, right, than rushing trades. So, I mean, if you're seeing whatever you're seeing based off your trade systems and your analysis, you go for it. If you're not, just wait. Yeah. Won't hurt, just wait. Someone says, true, we all study market behaviors at the end of the day. It's all about having clarity. Yes, if you gain that clarity, you become profitable, okay? And don't ever let anybody tell you you can never be profitable in trading, okay? I know there's a bunch of guys, Jimmy Sun inclusive, weird guy who thinks nobody can ever make it in trading. Do not ever let anybody tell you that you can't make it in trading. Like you cannot be profitable in trading. Do not ever let anybody tell you that. Okay, especially people who've never really tried trading themselves. Okay, so don't be a spokesperson for something you're not in. Right. So unless you try it out for yourself, keep trying, and see. Of course, it's about the more you learn. If you're learning, getting strategies and getting, details of things, you become better. But if you're not, it's really, really hard to become better. Trust me. Yeah, if you're not getting involved, it's very hard. Okay. Yeah, NASDAQ here. NASDAQ right there. NASDAQ looks good for New York session oncoming in terms of the opening bell and stuff. But again, let's look at what's happening here. This looks like from the daily time frame. Looks like a very bullish market that potentially might be filling up a wick on the left side. You see that wick fill happening here? Yeah, fine. If you go to 4-hour time frame, you notice that there's an area of interest here, okay, right where markets are, okay, that I'm sure a lot of people are also considering, right? This is an area of interest, right? Yeah, area of interest here. Price might be maybe retracing off it, maybe pulling back, maybe reversing, I don't know. But right now it doesn't look like a reversal, it looks like a retracement, right? So if I go down to the 1 hour time frame, okay, one thing I do see here is that we do have this impulse move, right? Like we have an entire impulse move right there, okay? This impulse move can give you 2 trades, right? Why is my chart not that clear today? I don't know. Let me zoom in. It wasn't that clear on my side. Maybe let me do something like this. Can you guys see it now? I think it's better, right? The pricings, the candles, and all of that. Yeah, anyway, so I was saying you have 2 things here. Okay, this is an impulse move all the way to that high, all right? 2 things. There is an exhaustion area somewhere here. Okay, exhaustion right there, all right? This exhaustion area, if taken out, all right, and we have a very good solid bearish candle, price can obviously move to the downside, potentially maybe trying to get to this level, right, before it can take off, right? And that's basically what I will be looking for, right? But again, the other thing would be if price does break this area of interest right here, okay? So you have a resistance. Let me put it up nicely. You have a resistance area somewhere here, okay? which is another area of interest that we do have. Okay, if price takes this out, we can go all the way up from here. We can go all the way up, maybe like 100 points upside. Okay, if you look left, okay, we don't have anything left. It's like all-time high. It's gonna be like all-time high. Potentially, that's what could be happening. But if you really see like a break, like like a bearish candle closing below here, I think price could want to come a little bit down for maybe like a potential retracement or something. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it looks like it. But again, let's do this, and then we look at we're in New York session right now. We failed to break this high in Asian, in London, and New York also did create like a high. The highest possibility, every time I've seen this, okay, what I mean is this, okay, we have a London high failing to break that level. We have Asian high failing to break that level. We have New York high currently failing to break that level. Most case scenario, every time I've seen something like this happen, right? Most case scenario, I've seen markets try to push down, okay? So the idea would be that high possibility is that this market can push to the downside first, okay? Not to say it can't buy thereafter, it could. But again, I think it should push the downside first, right? Maybe like into New York session, we could push like downside in a bit. Yeah, I think so. And then maybe we could be also looking at, okay, break below here would be good. Maybe a break below there. This is like 30 minutes time frame would be good as well. Yeah, how many points is this? This should be like around 73 points if you get it from there. If you get it from where it is, right, somewhere there, maybe like 100 points. Yeah, 100 points, something like that. But if this candle closes bearish, what I personally would do is I could look for shorts. Okay, I'm going to look for shorts there. Okay, not really with so much intensity in terms of like high risk. Okay, I'll look for shorts like maybe this area here, which is going to be like 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Yeah, so something like that. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Okay, yeah, I'm not out of here just like that. I didn't plan to be here for too long. If you guys want to get these trades, okay, especially all the trades I'll take today, make sure you go join the VIP platform right now. Okay, just hit me up with the word VIP in my DMs. It could be Telegram, could be, I think most likely Telegram. I'll respond faster there. Could be WhatsApp. I'm gonna add you right now. Then we can take some trades together. Okay, into New York session, which is preferably this platform here. Okay, so if you send me the word VIP right now and you say you have a funded account, I'm gonna add you right now. Okay, add you here. 300 people, 318 people. Okay, all of them are waiting. Look, I said stay active. New York session just started. Everybody here is waiting for a trade. Okay, so if you can do that, I'll possibly send the trades. You guys can get them in that platform. For now, I'm out of here. I'm not here. I wasn't here for too long. But again, every trade I take, everybody else in there will get it if I get confirmation of each of these trades. If you want to be part of those people, make sure you hit me up right now on Telegram. Okay? Yeah, I hope you guys love the session. Did you love the session? Are you trading gold today? Yes, most likely if I get confirmation. Mr. Nas, there's an echo. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I bought this crazy expensive DG for whatever reason, and I'm still getting an echo because now, like, look, I have this mic on my side. This was producing an echo, not working anymore. I have a DG now, and I don't know what I need to do. Maybe settings or whatever. Just, I don't know, man. Just need to fix this. Can you tell the difference between a reversal and a retracement? Yes, you can. Based on how candles are closing, you can tell the difference. What are some of the things you have to see for you to stay in the trend? You have to see candles consistently printing in that same direction. Okay, so right now I'm looking at the chart, right? Like, look, this is the chart right now. Okay, so some of you guys think it's not me who responds. Yeah, it's me, so I'm responding right now. If you send me the word VIP on Telegram, I'm most likely, so Alex, send me the word VIP right now. Just send me proof of your funded Essence account, then I'll add you. Simple as that. Okay, so Alex, send me proof of your funded account, and then I'm gonna add you here. All right, simple as that. So send me that, then you guys get in. It's the closest platform to getting most of the trades that I would be having running. Okay, so sometimes I can't be here for too long. Stressful streaming for too long. Can't stream here for like 2 hours, freaking 2 hours waiting for setup. All right, what time frame is meant? Sorry, what time do you meet for the in-person sessions? We stopped doing the free ones, but we have like paid ones. So it's like, it depends on schedule. So tomorrow I have like 3 different guys are meeting, one at 11, the other guy meeting around like 12, the other guy meeting like around like 2 p.m. Right? Again, it's subject to availability as well. Someone says, I love how you explain everything. Awesome. When's the next stream? Tomorrow we'll do another stream. What's the session indicator for? You missed the webinar. We had a webinar, interesting webinar, where I shared with everybody else in that webinar what this session 2 was. So next time I do one, don't miss, so you can get it. I'll send you a text just now. Don't worry, I'll respond right now. Okay, I'm gonna respond right now. I think the monitor is also picking up an audio. Really? Okay. It's been picking up an audio this whole time. I don't know, man. It's just, I think it had like I think it had like audio input. I need somebody to help me figure out this. To be honest, I need like a tech guy to help me figure out this. In-person sessions, you teach your strategy. Yes, facts. No, nothing else, nothing less. How much is the 1-on-1? Hit me up, then you get all that detail. People, I'm out of here. Bless up. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Let's trade. Echo is gone now. Oh wow, we had an echo this whole time. I figured out what was the problem. I just figured out what was the problem, actually. I just figured out. Yeah, I just figured out what the problem was. The problem was that I had like two devices picking up sound. Yeah, I had like 2 devices picking up sound. This and this, even though this looks like it was off, I was being such a dummy. Yeah, I was being such a dummy. Guys, there's no way you can join my VIP platforms if your account is not funded. It's pointless, okay? Why am I giving you trades if you won't take them? Just think about it, okay? What's the point? Oh, you want to take those trades on a demo? Wow. You really want to take them on a demo? Wow. All that work that I'm putting in to analyze trades and give them to you on a demo? Wow. Are you being serious right now? Right? So just be real, okay? You want to trade with me, fund your account, let's get started. Simple as that, okay? All right, peace out. Enjoy the rest of your trading day, and I'm out of here. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the day. I'm out of here.